development that stood out on Sunday in the demoralizing, battering beatdown of the Detroit Lions, well, demoralizing for them, was the new cornerback rotation that Mike Zimmer implemented and debuted. So let's get into the pros and cons of the new stratagem and if that's something that should stick around or meh. So let's talk about today. Also talk about you subscribing. Come along for daily Vikings takes. Yes, so good to be back on a Monday. I didn't know what to do with myself last week, to be honest, when we were in jail, but Also, give us a follow on Twitch as well as a like on Facebook so that you can always get our content on the various platforms, etc. So let's get into it. Also, drums note that like is already in, helps new people find show, helps channel grow. Almost 20K. Let's get it done, and then we'll be locked up again because that's what happens. But back to the cornerback rotation. So we saw it on the first drive. Notably, Waynes and Rhodes were playing sides, so that raised an eyebrow. Like, Usually, when we play the Lions, Xavier Rhodes is trailing Marvin Jones as the cornerback one. Usually with poor results, a la Marvin Jones getting 4 touchdowns on Rhodes and Waynes, etc. And also Mike Hughes last time they hooked up. But then, on the second series, you notice Xavier Rhodes on the sideline. Mike Hughes is in. Question mark. Did he get benched? What is going on? Is he hurt already? Which he left the game several times on Sunday with various injuries. Is this a thing? But then it turns out that this was a true blue planned rotation and production value. Getting to the snap counts from Sunday. Xavier Rhodes played 29 cornerback snaps. Trey Waynes played 54. Mike Hughes played 29. Holt Neal played 27. Chris Boyd played 3 in garbage time. Nailed it. As well as Mac Alexander played his normal 53 snaps from the slot. Now, we threw Mac in there just so it points out that Mac's role hadn't changed. It was primarily the outside boundary corner that was in rotation. Now, obviously, it worked against Detroit. Even with Rhodes leaving with injury as well as Mike Hughes. But also against Detroit, you had a UDFA rookie cornerback, also an offensive coordinator that you always dominate, plus their offensive line that you always make them call you daddy under the Zimmer regime. But is this something that we'll see against the Chargers and Mike Williams and company? Is this something that we'll see against the Packers and the stupid jabroni Devontae Adams, who's not as good as Adam Thielen or Stephon Diggs, and also Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder, Week 17, and Allen Robinson? Is this something that will carry over, or will Xavier Rhodes resume his cornerback 1 duties? I say give it a shot. I say sure, why not? Because Rhodes being that cornerback 1 and trailing the other team's wide receiver 1, it wasn't not working out. It wasn't. And yeah, cornerback 1 versus wide receiver 1, they're fun matchups, sure. Also, it's very machismo. We'll take our best and we'll square it up against your best and may the best person win in single combat, like how they used to decide battles back in the day in like medieval Europe. But also, I mean, as an offensive coordinator, it is a little bit pain in the ass, so you got a great cornerback on your wide receiver 1 is fine. But it is an exploitable strategy to a degree because you know that where that cornerback is always going to be. Wherever your wide receiver 1 goes, their lamb, the cornerback 1, is sure to go. So you can game plan elsewhere around that because there's a constant in the opposition strategy, and you don't want constants. You don't want constants because then that falls into rhythm, and then you can work yourself around that, and it's fine. And Xavier Rhodes, when he was that guy, 2017. Glory days. Think about when Rhodes wasn't bad. Glory days of 2 years ago. Great. But he's not that guy anymore, so you have to adapt. You have to change. And I respect what Mike Zimmer and Jerry Gray formulated in this spot. So does Zimmer and Rhodes have enough humility to make him a $13 million rotational cornerback who plays sides? They're going to have to. If they're going to treat the cornerback room like some, with a rotation, everyone gets to play like some sort of 6th grade basketball down at the YMCA Kids Summer League. If it works, fine, whatever. As long as Xavier Rhodes isn't a liability in coverage anymore, it'll be fine. And that's something that I do respect Jerry Gray, something that I do respect Mike Zimmer to do, as they are the cornerback whisperers. So hopefully this all gets squared up. And if this newfangled everyone plays whatever works out, great. Let's do it. Let's move forward. All right, your thoughts. Let us know on the cornerback rotation down below. Also, subscribe Daily Vikings Takes. You want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo, plus give us a follow on social media as well. Until next time, Skull, production value.